seen. It's Bubba Wallace way off the pace in the exit of 4.
Got up in the marbles.
Yeah, I think that's half of it. You get moved up into those marbles, it's going to take you 2 or 3 laps to get them clean back up. I'm talking massive marbles.
How about Chase Briscoe, who has slipped back now to 15th place? We listened in.
I told him to stay out of the RAZE, but I don't know what the hell's right. The 41 tires look the worst, and he ran up top the most. So a lot of different information we're getting.
Talking about his teammate Ryan Preece.
Well, and that's where we are up in the booth. We don't know if it's better in the booth. There's 8 cars off the pace.
From second, big time problem.
Regan.
Like 2 laps ago, he came on the radio, said the right rear is gone completely. His spotter, Derek Nealand, also just trying to give him updates on where to run. Nobody knows where to run right now.
Nowhere to hide.
Well, it's wearing those tires out. All right, crew chief, I need help. Where can I run on this racetrack that saves these tires the most? Well, I don't know. This resin is obviously throwing them for a loop.
We saw Denny Hamlin just run in one line, and we saw Kyle go up the hill, pull his car down. I just think you need to have as little as possible lane changing and pulling the car around and backing it off to try to save the tires. But he's in big trouble.
Trying to ride it out to the next caution and try to not be the next caution.
Yeah, you just have to nurse this thing around there. 7 more laps, Kyle. You could see how slow and off the pace he is.
Blaney going for the lead on Hamlin. As we get toward the end of stage 1, he's got it. But look at Ty Gibbs has climbed all the way to 2nd place.
Man, it doesn't stop there. They are really stacking up behind him. You're talking
Gibbs
6
to the
or 7
lead.
of all of them right here in a row. You can throw a blanket over them.
Yeah, and this is all whose car's not wearing the tires the most, and who can keep the tires on the cars. We see Austin Cindric probably have the same problem that we're talking about with Kyle Busch. He's got something that's just completely wore out and just nursing it to the end of this stage.
Ty Gibbs, the driver with the best average finish this season, last year's Rookie of the Year, and Kyle Larson have powered past Ryan Blaney to take over spots 1 and 2 with 4 to go in stage 1.
Can he keep these tires underneath of him? Did he save enough? Man, there is a lot of cars. Christopher Bell off of 4. He is in big trouble. It seems like the Gibbs cars are really having trouble right here in the trailing laps of this.
When you drive this car, it will just, when the right rear tire shuts off, and it is instantaneous, and all of a sudden you just can't drive it anymore, and you just have to almost stop to make the car go around the racetrack.
Buescher takes 3rd from Keselowski.
Denny Hamlin in a wall off of 3. Turn 3.
And a spin in turn 2, and it's Kyle Busch.
And it's down. The right rears finally blew out on him. I don't think he's the only one. Denny Hamlin was in trouble getting into 3. We're going to go
Kyle
back.
Busch becomes the next caution at lap 123.
Check this out, Kevin.
Slowly pull down. They'll start splitting to the top here.
He's going backwards, losing as little space as possible.
He is 1 lap down, trying to keep from going another.
Yeah.
Here comes the 11 in turn 3. You can see his right rear down. He was in trouble. William Byron gets into him, tags the wall just a little bit. Unbelievable tire wear we're seeing.
Now that was not the caution. Hamlin getting into the wall in 3.
No, it was the other flat tire. Kyle Busch in 2.
Kyle Busch going around in turn 2 is the reason for the look. There's no tire left on that right rear.
It's just wearing through all the tread down through the cords, and finally it just blows air out the cords.
Ty Gibbs is going to get his first career stage win in the NASCAR Cup Series. Made a methodical march through the field, took care